Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hopcast. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Well, 2 weeks.
Yeah. Dang.
Like I would say like usual, but the last one was delayed pretty heavily.
Yeah.
We're just doing our thing.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
Separator. Alright, so, news time. We don't have much to report, although I do believe Ruins is working on revising the script for episode 1 into, I guess, chapter 1 for the comic, just like trimming some things down, readapting for comic format.
Mm. Yeah, and I can't wait to get down to that.
Yeah. We're also waiting on some other things that are like being held up by stuff, but it's gonna come along. It's just a lot of, background progress.
Yeah.
It's not that visible yet.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Like I said in the other server, it's a big conversation about Dragon Age, and I'm just very invested right now. We're talking
Of course,
lore.
it's about Dragon Age.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like a guy called Buttersgrad just decided, hey guys, have you heard about Dragon Age for your lore? And I'm like,
Wait,
someone
Butters?
just mention
As in
Dragon
Butters
Age?
from hit animated series South Park?
no, Buttersgrad. That's a different. Nah.
Yeah, I know that's the joke. I was
I
trying to
know.
be funny.
Which is why I was correcting it, because I knew that everyone would just think of Butters.
Oh shoot, it's discussions time. Right, we just skipped through everything.
Well, not really. I mean,
There were no
we
new
finished
things.
reporting.
Did we though? We do have the things about the Valentine's thing. You know, the
Yeah,
event.
we're doing Valentine's Day. Like,
Did you forget
Yeah.
about that, Nebel?
starting tomorrow.
Not really. That's just like it's the general topic of the stream. Yeah.
Yo, some
Yeah,
Russian dudes talking about
we did announce
Vom got
it.
red.
We did announce it last Hopcast too. So let's just reiterate.
True.
Yeah, tomorrow and
I
the
see.
day after, we're doing Valentine's Day thingies, aka
Yeah, and there's some
playing
e-cards.
games.
There are some e-cards
Playing
like
Mogus.
available. It's pretty great. So
Maybe.
yeah, it's just done by our team of artists here. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be nice. So yeah, yeah, I'm very sorry because my mind is really elsewhere. It's all focused on D&D today. So let's just ask something that is related to the topic. Hi guys, do you have a
Hello.
Valentine?
I'm trying,
Aww.
believe it or not.
Aww.
I
Well, I already
got
have a
the wife.
Valentine because I have Nebel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Point right, point left.
Unless.
Hold on. I got the perfect edition for this. I'm gonna put it in the stream chat.
Uh-huh.
Also, yeah, we're using the stage because I remembered, oh yeah, if we're not streaming anything, we might as well use the stage.
Yeah. Might as well. And this way we don't
Might as
have
well.
people just randomly joining and just, maybe not having their mic, muted or something like that.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
it's
I
better.
sent it.
Oh my god, for my cropping, that's all messed up. Hold up.
Where did you
There it
post
is.
it?
In the stream chat.
Well,
I
dang it.
made the funny emojis.
Did you?
Yes.
Hmm.
Anyway, I like how the stream chat is covering up Owl's Eldritch. Nice touch.
Well,
Eldritch
it was
energy.
just, that's how it should be, because if I pull up the Discord chat, it like covers the not important thing of whoever is online.
Oh, nifty.
Mhm.
Yeah. And during a
Nifty.
stream, like, the icons are on the right, too. So this way it might cover up some of the background, but, you know.
It do be like that sometimes.
It do be.
really do be like that. So yeah, honestly, I've never really participated in Valentine's Day. I think when I was a really little kid, I just wanted to make. I was making cards for everyone, and I just wanted to give a Valentine's card for everyone. But then my parents told me that I needed to save them for like someone really special, and I just stopped doing Valentine's card after that. I
That's
just
why
wanted
you
to share my
put
love with
the
everyone.
funny ones in. That's where you start adding ones like an image of Kronk captioned "Pull my lever."
No, wrong lever. Ah, I want to cry. So yeah. Aww. You know what? That's cute.
Hee hee. Nice art.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been up to much. I haven't been in a relationship for like a full year or something, or a year and a half actually now, and I'm so fine. I'm so fine with that.
Yeah. I remember I got for Valentine's Day once. I got not a flower, but a plant in a pot.
Pot.
So basically, a flower, but a little bit more longevity. However,
Okay,
I
so you
did
got a
kill
baby.
it very
Yeah, you got
soon.
a baby basically.
Yeah. It died very early on.
My God, I'm never giving you my children, Nebel.
Also,
Anyone
Ryder,
wanna
I
have a
mean,
picture with-
I might be wife with
Oh.
Owl, but technically we're also just friends. So,
Oh yeah, we probably need to say that to some people. We're not actively in a relationship.
perhaps.
I mean, unless she wants to, but we always blur the line between the joke and the actual thing. But no, you never know. I mean,
You never know, but like,
I mean, in
I
my
have a pretty good
case,
idea.
I couldn't.
yeah, no.
I've
like,
realized I can
mm.
barely distinguish platonic and romantic feelings. Like, when the platonic feelings get a little too strong, I think about it and it's like, is it romantic? Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, it's
At that point,
it's
I just get
weird.
really scared.
It's honestly the thing is that I know what romantic feelings feel like, but sometimes I trick my brain into thinking I have romantic feelings for someone.
Hmm.
Like
I
it's weird.
Yeah, I kind of feel that myself in the sense that I recognize romantic feelings, and then my logical side is just like, what, bro, you don't, you literally just saw this person. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I think I only had like genuine like crushes and stuff like that where genuinely I really wanted to be with the person, like maybe 2 or 3 times in my life, and it was like with the people that I saw, in person, and where I would really feel that my heart was like beating really hard around this person and everything, and I felt nervous, and like I said, those people are very rare. That was very rarely. And I think sometimes I would have maybe a small crush on someone online, but like, it would fade away very quickly. Which is why I don't want to have a relationship online because, I mean, I might have romantic feelings for this person, but then they, not seeing each other or something like that at some point. And I mean, you guys don't know it probably, but I'm very sporadic online sometimes. Sometimes I just don't contact someone for like a year and then I randomly contact them like, hi, it's been a while, want to talk?
Oh my god, if I don't see some point in life after all of our D&D campaigns are done where I will just like 5 years after the fact, she's just like, oh hey, remember this moment in B where 8 minutes decked you in the face? Good shit, right?
Honestly, that might happen, bro. You never know. Like, I don't know, each and every time like I go into a new group of friends, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here forever. And then I don't know, the group of friends just kind of falls apart and then I just don't come here anymore. and then sometimes I leave a message, but then I don't talk much. And then like 5 years later, I'm like, "Hi, how you doing?"
It
And
just
then
keeps tumbling down, tumbling down,
yeah,
tumbling
after that we have like a conversation,
down.
and then I'm like, "Yeah, we should contact each other more often," and then I don't. And
And
it's not
then you
because I don't
don't.
like the person. It's just because I just forget. I'm stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. My best friend keeps on like apparently wanting to talk to me. I send her a message. We have like 3 messages of conversation, and that's it. So yeah, I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
Relationships are hard.
Also,
Yes.
random aside, apologies for the bug noises. After the Hopcast,
I
I
don't
think
hear
I
them. It's great.
might be. I can. It's barely audible, probably, but on the other hand, it's there. And
Yeah, you might
after
be.
the Hopcast is done,
Bzz.
I am. I have to, like, friggin' fix that. Like, what the heck?
Mhm.
I have to see what I can do about that.
Fix
It
the
might be the
bugs.
cable. Like,
You'll do great, sweaty.
I think it's because the USB end of the cable that goes into my PC, I keep pulling it in and out because if I put it in, then the audio output automatically goes to the headphones, and I don't want to listen to stuff on my headphones all the time. So yeah, and the cable like sloshes on the ground a bit, so it might be a bit used up. I don't know. It might be that. If not, then I don't know.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could try with, like, if it's with the actual mic, I could try using the other one that I still have, that I was gonna send to Tagger, but it's being difficult because overseas. But also it's already packed. So,
Yeah. Hey, do you want a present? JK, JK.
Unless.
Nah, no, unless.
Fair enough.
It's just JK,
That just
JK.
sounds like you're a coward.
Well, I'm not the coward here, it's Nebel.
You're the
Am
one
I?
offering.
I'm not the one offering, it's Nebel offering.
well, yeah, I offered it to a few people. I guess the loudest voices were Hayden and Tagger, and then I had a conversation with the two of them, but then Hayden was like, and Tagger could have it, basically.
Yeah, Gracie was just like, stop sending me stuff, stop sending me
Yeah.
stuff, stop sending me stuff.
My first thought was Gracia because she had like the worst mic out of all of us. But
the
then
worst
again,
mic
there's
in
that.
the universe. Like, it's the kind of mic that you see TikTok people have, where they're just like, I'm going to whisper into my mic like that, put my mouth against it. It was annoying. I hated it. Every second of it.
No, she does have a good mic. Unfortunately,
Now
it
she has
doesn't
a
work
good
on
mic.
Discord.
Unfortunately, her internet bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, she does
Honestly,
have one now.
it's kind of surprising that her internet is actually worse than mine. Because, like, I have pretty shitty internet.
Oh god.
I don't know, on her phone
I thought
it's
my internet
fine.
was actually repaired for once, and then randomly when we were recording Irony's Claw, my internet started acting up to the point where I was fighting it for an hour and 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'd say my internet is doing fairly well considering I can stream.
Yeah, like, man, I would love to stream. I would love that, but I don't believe that I would be able to stream.
The only thing
My
that's
internet
annoying is
not
that
great.
my internet cuts out shortly after 2 a.m. every day for like a minute.
Yeah, each and every time we play school, it's always that. Yeah, it's man.
Oh geez,
Speaking
there's a
about
poll.
school, I did want to continue our funny game, kind of.
Yeah. Because Owl had... So, school, our Strixhaven D&D campaign, there's characters that are Owl originals and also ones that are from the book.
let's go ahead and list off the ones that we've already answered if we can remember them. One of them was pretty obvious, Quintilius, that was in the book because
Yep.
Owl explicitly stated that at one point.
Yeah, Kidoras.
Caterus, we eventually got to the point where it was a person from the book, but the way I arrived there was kind of flawed in the sense that it turns out that Caterus was not actually supposed to be a specific student in that scene. It was more just like, so the one thing that I know Caterus for, being the frogman, the one with the frog with the top hat, it was something that Owl just decided randomly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. The book is never saying one student in particular. The book is always saying choose a fellow student for them to do something. And basically, they just ask. That's the moment where I introduce a student to try to make an impression on you guys. So maybe you want to get to know them better or something. It's just a way for me to do some character development without, just taking the book basically. So yeah, just remember, unless the quest is like very specific to them, and even then, it's not from the book. It's gonna be me just making shit up. So yeah.
Plug.
Yeah, I was talking about Grayson too, which we said was from the book.
Yeah, Grayson was from the book, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly. And then the one after that was Sly. My logic was that Sly was most likely a character made in tandem with Lucille. Turns out that wasn't the case, but it was still a character that wasn't in the original book, so therefore.
Yeah, I did post a picture
Added.
of Sly back when I started school. Like way before I got the book. So I thought that would have been a nice little, clue.
Giveaway.
Yeah, yeah. I have actually the picture here. I need to redo it because it was just a really random stuff I drew. And he doesn't look exactly like that. It was just the first thing I designed him with. I didn't even know what the outfits looked like or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he looks better than that. It's just,
All right, so moving on. Next character.
Let's say
on the
Kia.
itinerary. Kia. Some part of me says that this could be from the book, but I also find that it's highly unlikely. Because I'd imagine that this was part of that massive list of characters that you created as NPCs before you got the book. And you were eventually like, yeah, this would work with Godiva.
And what you think, Nebel?
One of the mean girls. I'm saying, yeah, owl character.
That's the case. It's an owl character.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're just
because...
starting to be masters at determining what an owl character is. Like, I'd imagine that Owl applied her usual process of character creation to this, and now we're just seeing the aftermath of it, where it's like, oh yeah, we recognize this character as being something Owl would make, therefore, Owl character.
Or we're just
funny
good at
because
guessing.
That's not how I did it. I actually did not
You want to know
follow
the
my
easiest
usual
one in that entire list? Ginda.
I mean, Ginda is obviously just a PC insert. It's just like Raveleth. Raveleth is a PC insert.
Yeah.
And Luciel.
Same for Luciel. Yeah. And Alicerius. Those are PC inserts of just my characters that I never get to play.
Yeah.
Let's go with okay, just gonna go very far into my list. Because I need to go and get some that you guys know. Alright, Shaper. Shaper, the Warforged.
Shape of the Warf. God, I haven't.
That's yours.
I'm kind of actually caught here because, like, on one hand, Owl making a Warforged, it makes sense, but at the same time,
I do remember Owl made
it's probably
like a good handful of
not...
Warforged.
But at the same time, I'm like, okay, but so could the Wizards of the Coast. But then I was like, wait a second, would they even add Warforged to this? As in, like,
Yeah,
would
that
they
is the
even consider
question.
Warforged to exist in Strixhaven?
I mean, they do have. I'm not gonna say actually because it's gonna be a giveaway, but they do have a lot of different races. Like almost any.
Except Grung, apparently.
Well, yeah, they don't. Actually, no, that's not true. They do have those, but they don't name it that. They don't name it that. They do have frogs people though.
Damn.
Didn't you say
that's
like
sad.
Antares was one of the only rabbit folk Heron God?
Yeah, though I haven't finished reading the book, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways.
Yeah, but the frog people, I'm just saying, this is something I told Nebel in private. The BBEG is actually a frog person, but I didn't like it because it
I
made
was
no
about to say,
fucking
how dare
sense.
you do this to Fleb? Why?
Bro, it made no fucking sense. Like, plus he looked fucking ridiculous. Like, wow, this is the big, bad, evil guy.
I'll
Like,
throw
I'm
shade on
sorry.
Strixhaven.
I'm throwing shades here. Like, bro, the guy literally. Okay, I'm actually going to give away like his plan and everything because I totally changed everything because it's so fucking stupid. The guy got expelled 200 years ago for something, and it was for a good reason. And now he's pissed. He's a little froggy who pisses himself. He's a little piece baby and decides, you know what? I'm gonna destroy the world. Boom.
Boom.
Just because he
Bruh.
got expelled.
So that's one really big break off from Grung lore as I know it, because Grung only
He's
lived to
not a
be
grung.
about 50,
Yeah,
which
he's
is
not a
why everybody
grung.
was so sad to hear that Fleb was 42.
Yeah, first of all, he's not really a grung, but even then, his race should probably not be able to live 200 years ago. So, 200 years. So, yeah, in any case, it makes no fucking sense, and that's why I recycled him. Like, he's still the same character, but not really. I gave him a good reason, and stuff like that. So, yeah, you guys will see. You guys, I mean, you guys don't have to worry about him yet. You'll see.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah,
So,
what
yeah.
about the Warforged?
Yeah, I made it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's the character I made up. Yeah.
That was the one I was leaning toward, but I was still sus.
Uh. Okay. Let's go with. I'm really trying to like go for like characters that I might have made. Oh yeah, I might have to go into the second years. You know what? Okay, Fenrir, for example, Fenrir.
Book.
I want to. Yeah, that sounds like a book character.
No,
Aha.
What?
I made him up as well. He's a Pikru.
Holy. Yo.
Ah.
I. God, has it been that long since I've seen Fenrir?
I
Oh.
I guess. I haven't reposted him, I think. Wait, I'm posting him in the Hopcast lounge. He's the
Yeah.
boy.
I don't even remember the first time you posted that. What?
I don't remember.
He's a redhead?
Yeah, I told you, he's a redhead.
I always thought he had black hair.
Nah, red and in like a braid. And he's like a warlock of the Archfey.
Oh god, you said warlock. You're lucky Gracie is not watching this.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna ask for another one then. Let's see. Kirana actually, Kirana. You know, the orc that absolutely bullied to oblivion, Winston.
Oh yeah, her. I'd imagine that she.
Mm-hmm.
She's on Silk Ball. You did talk about like in the Strixhaven server, you make a lot of mean girls, or like bullies because the book doesn't have enough, and like this drama.
So you just made a bunch of bastard characters, yeah.
So? Because, I could have just changed some of the official ones to become Mean Girls.
True. I'm going book.
And you, Hayden?
I said book.
No, I made him up. I made her up.
What? Are you kidding? Oh god.
I'm happy to see that. Actually, it's kind of hard to know.
Well, yeah, I didn't read the book.
But good. I would have actually hit someone if you guys actually read the book.
That
Okay,
would have been
another
murder.
Yeah, I
We
will
don't
be a
metagame
fucking
here.
murderer. Okay, let's go with remember Minali, like the waitress? Did I made her up or not?
How the fuck am I supposed to know? We had like 2 seconds with her.
I'm saying book because you improvised.
I mean, it could also
Oh.
just be
Most
a
likely.
random guess
Yeah.
I made.
I know.
I didn't have the book open.
You could still have a Google Doc.
I mean, I do have a Google Doc, but that means that it's 50-50% chance,
Yeah.
Either way, freaking. I'm gonna say book because I don't think you'd put that much thought into a character that appeared for like 5 seconds.
It is from the book, but that's not the good reasoning.
Yeah, that's
See. Here's the thing. I reached the answer, but not because of good logic,
yeah.
because of just sheer gut instinct.
Yeah,
Sometimes
It's,
it be like that.
it can be like that sometimes. Talking about Killian Liu, remember the most eligible bachelor?
Yeah, dudes from the book.
He's not exactly from.
What do
Not
you mean
exactly.
What do you mean not exactly? What the fuck?
He is from the card game.
What?
He is a character that only appears in the story of the card game.
So it's Strixhaven, but not from the
So-
Strixhaven book.
He exists in Strixhaven,
Yeah,
but not in
book provided.
Scholarly Knights of the... Not in a curriculum of chaos.
Yeah.
Well,
Then what the fuck?
Listen, it's just like they don't provide you with a lot of fellow students, so at some point you just gotta go into the files and everything. And yeah, actually, like he has a very interesting backstory.
nice.
Yeah, it's just like the other characters that you guys haven't met, like there is Rowan Kenrith and Will Kenrith. Those two are like super important to the lore of Strixhaven. I mean, and they are in the school, but honestly, I don't care much about them. But they have a very interesting backstory and very important to the school, yeah? Like, their backstory is, like, super fucking fat. Oh my god, I had to actually, like, change the size of my columns just for it to fit. Alright, time for me to ask more if I can find more of them that you guys have interacted with.
We're just having a quiz show about stuff that the viewers don't know.
I know. I know. Remember, Misery? You know, Misery from the gardening club.
I am in misery.
Misery.
Racist. Yeah. I'm saying that's yours.
Hayden, any thought on that?
I don't even remember it. I don't even remember them.
Okay, yeah, I made her up. I totally made her up. Alright.
Misery
not even
just
gonna
feels
ask-
like a name that the official creators wouldn't touch, even for a tiefling.
Nah, they would.
I guess they would. But also
Okay,
maybe
uh,
not.
Time.
They
remember...
would, but it wouldn't be in Strixhaven. It'd probably be in, like, some sort of Curse of Strahd thing.
Yeah. Do you remember the skeleton? You know, Tristan Lee, the
Yeah.
guy that was in the kitchen and
The
everything?
dude, the lad, the home slice.
lad.
Yeah.
with all the souls and stuff.
I
Hmm.
I'd imagine that was from the book because I don't think you've made any reborn characters other than like the Dampier
He might be
neutral evil
important to the
Oathbreaker.
plot. He feels like he might insert himself into the plot, or be like in a very high-profile group.
Mm-hmm. So book?
Book.
Yeah.
No, I made him up.
I can't believe that Owl actually made a reborn.
I did. There you go.
I
Yeah,
mean, we had Dominic and B, so like, I don't know.
Yeah, I just thought it would be interesting to have a character that is actually multiple characters. So yeah, and he does have some plot importance at some point for a side quest.
Ah, yeah.
But you guys will see. Like it's gonna happen
Their father's a lich.
probably in the second year. It'll be. Maybe, who knows? I'm not giving more informations about that.
Smiles.
Smiles. Let's see. That's when I see I don't have that many characters. Klaus, like Bakes Roomy.
I'd imagine that this was one you pre-made.
Mm. And you
Yeah,
would
yeah.
think-
You when we were, I'm pretty sure when we were rolling for roommates, it might have been before the Strixhaven book came out. So I'm saying Klaus is yours.
I'm imagining that it was like when the book arrived, but Owl wasn't going to go through that entire list.
I mean, I did put all of the first years into the thing, so that's a flawed logic.
Okay.
Yeah, it was after I put every single one of those. After all, Gracia did end up with Zenther, who is from the book.
True. Darn. I'm saying yours.
Yeah, he's mine, though technically not really, because he's a character originally from Story of Seasons. Listen, I'm a big simp for this character in Story of Seasons. And he makes perfume and stuff like that. And he's a gentleman and he's absolutely the best. And he keeps on, if you try to romance him, he keeps on talking about how much he's so much older than you, and don't you really want to find someone your age or something? I'm such an old man. The guy is literally in his early 30s or something like that. Like, bro, calm down.
Okay. So what I'm getting from this is that this is the equivalent of me putting Captain Spaceboy from Amori in my D&D campaign. That's the kind of
Basically.
vibe this is for anybody who actually knows where Klaus is from. But for everybody else, it's just like, oh, nice character.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, I changed him a lot. A little bit physically in this sort of thing. I changed him, and of course,
I can
gave him another
change
backstory. That's just Hayden with Ronan.
It's also me with Morgana from fucking Troll Hunters. Yeah.
It's me with freaking like.
Angora.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad you mentioned Troll Hunters, right? We gotta continue at some point.
No, we don't.
do.
We don't have to continue. No, we could just stay after the first series. That's it. That's all the Troll Hunters there was.
Well, okay, the
Nebel,
next series is
wanna-
not quite as good, but it's still fairly good. The one
Nebel, you wanna
afterwards
watch
there's more.
Entirely with me. We're
What?
gonna watch the entire thing together.
Yeah.
We're gonna freaking just every single night. We're just gonna pull all nighter just to watch all of Troll Hunters.
Just please, I can't commit to that. I literally
I can. She's gonna be there
schedules are
higher up.
cringe.
It's just gonna be me and Nebel, okay? Okay, I'm gonna ask more. Remember the other mean girl, Rhea Morning Peak, the pixie that was with, the fairy that was with,
Yeah.
made up or not?
Do much of anything. So I have no clue what kind of vibe she gives.
The vibes are there somewhere.
Over the rainbow.
Did she even say anything during that entire encounter?
I think she did. She did say something along the lines of, maybe we should stop or something like that. She's not worth our time or something.
Please don't fight it. Alright then, I'd imagine that given the one line, I'm just gonna throw a wild guess and say it's an owl character.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a character from me. Yeah. Yeah, she hasn't had a lot of time, and she has a resting bitch face.
Mm-hmm.
Like me.
Yeah. Let's go. No, that's a terrible thing to ask.
Oh,
No, like because it's very obvious.
okay.
Were you about to say Ronan?
No, I was about to say Rosie.
Is it obvious?
Wait,
mean,
who was Rosie?
Energetic little, little gnome that is
Role
with.
play.
Oh,
Players.
her, yeah, that was book.
Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure K. Doris is also from the book because he had like this drawing with the froggies.
Yeah. Alright, so maybe another one like. Remember Greta? Greta, the the one that was at the Iron Lifters.
No.
Her? Vaguely.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe not a good idea to ask that. The thing is that, of course, I have to ask like with characters that you guys know.
Yeah, like aside from the ones that we put on our like relationship sheets, very
Yeah, that's the
limited
thing,
list of characters that I actually remember.
Exactly. I need to ask about characters that are on your sheets. I could ask about Fentoris. That is, like the guy with the jester mask.
Him, Pagliacci, book.
Nebel, what do you think?
Same.
Nah, I made him up.
I'm going
He's
to lose
my
my
bitch.
mind. You know that, right?
This is not the fairest game, I suppose.
Because
very
I need
wild.
good characters. Let's go. I mean, the thing is that he's a warlock patron of the arts, so basically, like, something that is homebrew. So I have no idea what's going on. It's my bad. I'm gonna. All right, no problem. Sorry. It's just talking about D&D campaign and characters I made up or not. It's just a fun little game.
Yeah, we could also shift topics, because, yeah, I mean, we're having fun, but also, no one knows what's
We are
going
having
on.
fun, but like this is kind of out there, yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's just because it's a bit personal, because, like, yeah, only us know what's up. But yeah, I all it does is that it really comforts me in my, in my faculties for writing a character. If you guys can't like tell which character is like a character from the book, and
I mean, like,
character from...
maybe there's a distinct difference in how the characters are written, but, like, you perform them, like,
Yeah.
basically the same.
Possibly, it's more like, I'm talking more about like the depth of the characters, more like.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why it's like, I mean, I say that, but honestly, the characters in the book, they don't have much depth at all. It's they have like one description, and that's all you gotta get from. Yay.
Well, that just means you can interpret the depth.
Yeah, I know. Like, some people interpret Quintilius a bit like I usually play Luciel. Like, always with a rose in his hand or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
While I love this, I think he would only do that for someone special to him. he would only have always like a rose in his hand and literally going on his knee and everything for each and like to just be a chivalrous guy, only for the person he loves.
One man guy.
He's a one-man guy. He he never even held someone's hand because he's just like that. He wants to find his one true love. And I
He's the
respect
type
that.
of character who's going to explode if he holds a hand.
Yeah, he's so romantic, and that's how I want to roleplay him. Meanwhile, Luciel is just, bruh. Let's. I mean, holding hand, very intimate. Actually, Luciel will probably die, but I mean, the actual, getting to action though. Nah, that's a casual day. Well, Quintilius is absolutely dying because Luciel always uses their quarter for that. Like, oh man.
Oh yeah, so remember how I'm pretty sure it was last Hopcast or something I brought up the idea that I had of doing a musical online.
Yeah, you did show more stuff in the other server.
Yeah.
I'm not doing Death Note the musical.
Well, that's a choice.
Like-
My choice is no.
You. Yeah, it sucks to be you, bro.
I don't know, Gracie brought it up. I was like, oh, I want to do it. I don't really care what musical. as
If
long
you
as it's
prefer
good.
it, Aiden, we could play Dear Evan Hansen the musical, actually.
No, 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 no! You know, we both despise that.
I know, that's why it's funny. But I would still play in it. I would even play Alana Bake. The character I hate the most.
Fair enough. Meanwhile, I just really don't care about the Death Note musical enough to actually put it on.
I haven't watched
Like, on
it
top
all.
of that, from at least the little I've heard, it feels like they're trying to make Light sympathetic when the entire point of him is that he's got a god complex. Not really the best guy.
I mean,
And then they're like, oh, he's the voice of the unheard. Please let him have the Death Note book to where he can kill a bunch of people. It's fine. He's only killing criminals, pleading face.
yeah, I haven't watched the musical, so I can't defend it on that. I don't like. Honestly, the only part where I would say, yeah, you can make Light sympathetic is like if you rewrite the entire story.
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you
there
just
is
gotta-
some moral gray area. I mean, his goal was to kill criminals, but then to
corrupted after
to stay undercover, he had to take out innocents too, and then it just
And he's like,
spiraled.
I just killed a police officer who is possibly going to reveal my identity. I win.
Yeah, he was very impulsive. Like, this guy looks like he's doing like 3D chess, but he's not. Like, man. And L is also questionable, in his morality, because bro, he just wants to catch Light just because it's fun to go on this chase, and he wants to, he finally a challenge,
He's like, maybe I'll get a raise.
Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
Exactly, that's that, Nebel. He doesn't care about a raise, he doesn't care about money, he's already like the best freaking detective in the entire world. No, it's just he finally finds someone who is, he's equal, kind of. And that's the thing, and because of that, he's ready to pull he's not gonna pull any stop. He's just gonna just do anything that is necessary. And he can go pretty far. Like, literally trapping and putting into, cells for literally a month.
Oh
Some
yeah, that was
innocent people.
fucked up.
It was very fucked up. And just to torture them somehow, psychologically,
I
Just asking
mean,
them-
it was to find out who a serial killer was.
Yeah, but at the same time, clearly that when you put someone and deprive them of any sense or something like that and just put them for like a month there, they're gonna admit to anything at some point.
Yeah.
Like, they would literally admit to having been, Kira, just to have some human contact. I'm actually very surprised at the fact that Misa actually pulled through.
Yeah.
Like, man, she really looked
You say
pretty
that, but
normal.
I'm pretty sure she took her own life shortly
Yeah, but
after
at the
Light
end.
died.
Yeah, at the end. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking right after, she went through the entire, being in prison and stuff like that. Like, she looked fine enough after that, even though it should have been quite traumatizing for her.
I think the reason why is because she was like, "Oh, I can't betray Light-kun, no."
Yeah, but even then, I mean, like a full month, like just like blindfolded and restrained to something,
Yeah, there's not even the excuse of, oh yeah, she wants to keep Kira safe. Although it kind of is, because she gave up her memories.
Yeah, she gave
some ways
memories.
into being.
So she didn't remember who Kira was anyway, and that she was protecting him.
She did remember loving Light, though.
Yeah.
So I guess there's that.
Light did not remember ever meeting Misa. That was funny. Yeah, it's just, man. Like, I mean, I really like Light, but also he's such a fuckwit, a dickwit. I hate him. But also, I really like him. But also,
he is a well-written character, but not a not a hero.
Yeah.
He's the protagonist, not a hero.
He's very much a hero, yeah. It's like, honestly, I like his relationship with Elle. I really like his relationship with Elle. And, man, I think
Again, this is my main gripes are just playing off of what little I've heard of it so far is indicative of how the story actually plays out. Because if it is, then they tried to position Light as a good guy.
I mean, it's kind of my problem with Ethers, by the way. Like, I mean, let's be real here. If you've seen the movie of Heathers, JD is a psychopath, and you know it like right away. This guy is unhinged, and Veronica, after the first time someone dies, she's very shaken by it, and the second time it happens, my God, she's not at all okay, and she has a big fight with him and everything. And she just stays with him because she's afraid of what he would do to her. And there's no, 17. There's not a part where she's like, well, maybe I can fix him. There's none of that. At some point he just blows up a radio and she's like, okay, fuck that shit. I'm getting out. You can be saved. I was too late for that. See you. Like, first of all, Veronica is a way more well-written character in the movie. And JD, it was not hidden. Meanwhile, they tried to romanticize him inside of the musical, make him more sympathetic. Like, yeah, it's my mother died and everything, and it kind of traumatized me. And oh my God, like, I really love you, Veronica. I genuinely love you, and I'm doing all of that just for you. Like, and I saw that when I was going into the fandom for Others. A lot
Yeah,
of
and then at
people
the
were
same
praising
time,
it.
it's like, okay, you're doing this for me, then stop, please. I'd rather not go to prison.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I hate the fact that she had to sing with 17. The fact that she was like, can't we just be normal, see bad movies, stink a beer, and watch TV or something like that? And like, bruh,
It's like, no, murder.
run away. Run away. Like, don't have this conversation. Just tell him you're done with this relationship. Instead, she hurt her best friend. Her best friend, the guy she was in love with, died. And her best friend is pulling through. She's, holding it together. And she's like, I'm sure that actually someone killed them. And she blows up at Martha. And because of that, Martha thinks that she has no one else in the world because, Veronica was kind of her only friend. And she tried to commit suicide after that. Meanwhile, you have freaking the Duke that comes in and be like, another nerd trying to imitate the popular people. And instead of doing the thing that she did in the movie, when she didn't even know Martha, which was to fucking punch her in the face.
Decker shit, yeah.
Yeah, which was amazing, by the way. Oh my God, yes, you go, girl. Yes, queen. In the musical, she's like, oh my God, is she dead? And then she just runs away. Like, bruh, Veronica, where are your balls?
Yeah, I just really hate it when an adaptation takes a work that naturally lends itself good to the medium they're adapting it into, and then they're just like, how about we change it for no reason?
Yeah, like they wanted to make it a more like, dark humor, but it was already super good dark humor. Like, bro, I lost my shit at this one scene, where they're like, okay, we have to make them pass up as gay, okay? Um, and and they literally put like some bottled water, and be like, and Veronica's like, why do we put that? That's not gay. I drink from like water from bottles too. Trust me. And like, there's like a bunch of like a gay porn in there and everything. And the cops are like, "Whoa, is that a suicide or something?" "Yeah, apparently." And he pulls up like, the water bottle and be like, "Oh my god, I didn't know they were gay." Like, of course, I'm killing it by explaining the joke, but bro, like this movie was like perfect in every way with the lights, it says some amazing lines. Like "fuck me gently with a chainsaw" is just freaking iconic. And it's actually not in the musical. And like very little jokes that were added in the musical made me laugh. I actually cringed pretty hard at Blue. Oh my god. Blue was very cringy.
Fair enough.
I mean, I still like it because it's so fucking stupid, but also it was very cringy. Because it was
I don't know.
basically, I mean,
I
it's a
guess you
song
just
about sexual
can't
assault.
have actual good adaptations that are like, okay, the source material is already able to lend itself to adaptation fairly well.
Mm. It's, I don't know, I just can't take the fact that Blue is a song about sexual assault. And it's like so freaking
Oh
light.
god, that one! I remember which one it was now.
Yeah, that one.
Uh,
You make my bowl so blue, they're hanging sadly. Like,
yeah, it's a good thing they died directly afterward.
I know. And the thing is that you have this super cheery song, and then you have JD being like, they made you cry. Like, bro, no, they didn't make you cry, or at least they should have done another song then. Or like, bro, an entire song out of this one line, I love my dead gay son. They made an entire song out of one line in the movie. Like, I mean, it's funny, but also, I didn't need that. Because, like,
It stops the plot, yeah.
yeah, it's like, I mean, like this moment in the musical, in the movie, sorry, is meant to be serious to show like the implications of everything that's happening. Instead, you have this that is just, it's funny, and actually, this moment is cool because the two dads realized they were gay for each other. Yes, yes, Queen Slay. Like, it's just there's so much dissonance going on in this musical. Like, he doesn't know if he wants to be serious or like very funny or something. It's weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just my
Anyway, that's why I'm hoping that Living in Earnest actually is able to be well adapted. Because, like, that's kind of why I'm trying to stick to historical accuracy as much as possible.
mm,
Ernest's life is already, in a very, very twisted sense, a dark comedy.
mm,
So I thought, okay, we're presenting this as a somewhat dark comedy. Why bother changing it?
yeah. It's just, I don't know, man. As long as you make it coherent and like tone and everything, it's like great. It's like, because like if you want to know something that is really distant in tone, you can take for example Dear Evan Hansen, where most of it is just pop songs, and then you just have this one song, Sincerely Me, that is just pure dark comedy, and then you're back to pop songs that are very much with no personality whatsoever. Like,
It's kind of like how you described French musicals
I was
being
about to say
written.
that, yeah. Yeah. It's it's basically that. It's just songs that are meant to have no, like you can listen to them
They're meant to
without any
sell the
context.
album.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Sincerely Me has a context. It says the names of the characters. It's, you gotta understand what's going on. Like, Sincerely Me is really a song that is really in the universe of Dear Evan Hansen, which is why it's the best song, in my opinion, from it. Because it has an identity. Meanwhile, the rest, bro, you can literally take anyone. I mean, that's the reason why there are so many OC animatics from about Dear Evan Hansen, because you can literally take any of the songs and put another context, and it works perfectly well, and somehow it works even better. Like, for example, let's just say that the song, um, If I Could Tell Her, bro, it's super creepy in context. Like, literally, it's just a guy just talking about the fact that he stalked this girl and like that he was looking at her super intensely through all of that, even though she never noticed him even once, passing it off as stuff that her dead brother noticed, and then he proceeds to kiss her on her brother's bed after he died.
Yes. After he died. Not just died, committed suicide.
It's
Because he
so fucked
found
up.
out that you were simping for his sister.
Oh my god.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, because
really, really down bad.
it makes it sound like that. It's terrible. Oh no. You're right. The letter from Evan actually makes it sound like he had incest. Oh my god. That makes things even worse.
Anyway, moving on from that, moving on from that song in particular, just name a random musical.
Chicago.
Chicago. The music in Chicago, that's actually a really interesting one in the sense that it's all presented through the lens of almost being self-aware that it's a Broadway musical.
Mm.
The songs actively exist in a world contradictory of the rest of the story. And so you have these really elaborate sequences compared to a more realistic setting, and I feel like that's done extremely well. And then on top of that, there's also just the songs, you listen to them and you know they're from Chicago, or at least some other musical by Ken or Neb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can confirm it's like I just love the fact that it's all from the point of view of someone who loves cabaret and wants to get into cabaret. And the only songs that are actually sang like by the characters are the first song and the last song. It's really well done, honestly. I just adore that. It's a bit, and yeah, it like the vibe from it, like the jazzy vibes from it, it's perfect. It
Yeah.
fits so much the aesthetic of the show. Same for like Be More Chill. I know it's a weird comparison, but stick with me. Be More Chill, when you listen to a song from Be More Chill, you know it's Be More Chill. Like, it has no
It's Joe
some.
Iconis.
I mean, yeah,
He's
like
got a somewhat distinct sound.
yeah, exactly. It just like he uses like some instruments that you don't usually use, and just in general, he just has
God, that was
some.
one of the coolest parts about listening to the cast album. They had a theremin on there.
Yeah, I was about to say that. That's the instrument I was thinking about, and that is used in the main theme. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, right at the intro, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, it's really good, and even then, like even the lyrics, like I was actually going through the first song, like More Than Survive, and I was listening to the pacing of it, like to like the metrical feet. Don't ask me why I was doing that. I don't know. I was bored, and like they're really well done and really thought out. It's really rhythmic, It's really great. I could really
Yeah,
count. That's good writing. I'm just saying, it's really good.
no, because like that's the thing about writing lyrics. It's not just simply getting it to where a word rhymes with the last syllable. It's finding where the emphasis in the word is, and
Mm,
then rhyming from that emphasis for the rest of the word.
yeah, it's man,
So that's why when you have longer words that have larger or earlier emphasis points, like for example, if you were to include a word like antipathy, you can cut off the first syllable but anything from tipathy onward, you have to have rhyme.
mm,
And that's where people were like, okay, certain words are very difficult to rhyme. So for example, orange, you can probably have it to where if the emphasis was orange, you could probably find something to rhyme that, but that's not how you pronounce it. You pronounce it orange. So what you need to do is find some way of almost mispronouncing the word you're rhyming it with to make it work, like orange and dorange, as in door hinge.
Yeah. That does remind me of something that happened in my English class back when I was, I think in my first year of high school. I do remember that we were going through a poem, and I was like, Miss, this does not actually rhyme. Like, those two words here, like, you pronounce them differently from one another. That's just. And she's like, no, they actually rhyme. And then, she mispronounces the thing, and I'm like, bruh. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
how you
slant
do it.
rhymes for you.
Yeah,
Where
that's
you'd
how you
have
do it,
to
but
sort of
like,
read it in a certain accent for it to work.
yeah, it wasn't my fifth
And
year
a
of English.
really, really good
So,
example of this you can actually find in Jesus Christ Superstar,
mhm.
rhyming, "You have set them all on fire. You think they found a new Messiah." You're not going to be able to rhyme fire and Messiah if you're using a Midwestern accent in the
Yeah, you
US.
say
However,
fire.
if you're using the accent that Tim Rice was thinking when he was writing it, as in his accent, fire and Messiah rhyme properly.
Fire. Fire. And there you
Exactly.
go.
It's a slant rhyme. In fact, Stephen Sondheim eventually realized, you know what? I'm not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole, and thus he ended up having it to where all of his he tried to make it where every single rhyme was a perfect rhyme.
Mhm.
One of my favorite rhymes of his comes from the musical Company during "What Would We Do Without You." It's a number that's directly connected to the song "Side by Side by Side," in the sense that he manages to work a character's name into the rhyme. The line is, "Should there be a marital squabble, a veritable bobble be there with the glue."
Mhm. Dang.
And that's impressive.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this has nothing to do with anything, but um, I have a drawing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh.
Oops.
I mean, guess
Is that fucking Godiva?
it is.
It's Godiva. Oh my god.
She's going for Prismary.
It's in a fucking dress!
Well, she's going for Prismary. That's their uniform.
Nice.
They have weird
Fair
ass
enough.
uniforms.
I guess.
Wait,
I don't
I'm
know,
gonna
I
show
just
you what
never
they
thought of
look like.
Godiva as the dress type.
Well, that's the uniform, so
Neat.
Yo.
yeah, the uniforms look great.
Good stuff.
It's really cool. Like, not my favorite uniforms. I really like the Silver Quill ones, though. The Silver Quill ones are like, man, they're like really poggers. I know, I just, man, look at them. Look at them.
Wait, what does Lorehold look like?
Lorehold looks poggers. I love Lorehold. It actually has some variations. Like, look at what Lorehold looks like. It's great.
Yo, that's fucking epic, dude.
It is. And, wait, while I'm at it, you know what? I'm gonna show
Yeah.
Quendrix at all with a bloom.
While we're at it. Share
While
them
we're at
While
all.
we're at it, let's just post all those.
Yeah, because those are great. One sec.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Quendrix does look great with
Yeah,
like everything in crystal and stuff.
But anyway, back to the topic that we were on. The thing is, with a lot of those more well-known musicals that have somewhat stood the test of time, realize that there's a distinctness to it. You can tell who made it. You can tell possibly even what show it came from. Because like I was almost hoping you would say one of Stephen Sondheim's musicals, because again, I'm a fanboy. And he has a very distinct musical style as well. So you could take any number from Sunday in the Park with George, if I'm not mistaken, and you'd be able to say, yeah, that's from Sunday in the Park with George.
Hey, what if you took falsetto?
Falsettos.
also-
Oh gosh. Falsettos is a
It's-
really interesting one because like on one hand, it has that popular feel, but at the same time, the same it has a very well constructed aesthetic. William Finn did an amazing job putting the show together. And if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, he was also the lyricist as well.
Mm.
It's it's genuinely good. And when I
Yeah, it's
actually look back on a lot of the lyrics, there's a sense of cleverness. Like for example, when Trina says, "If I repeat one more word, I swear I'll lose my brain." That's when she stops doing those lines that actually repeat words, and it becomes more repeating syllables. To
mhm.
where you before then you had lines like, "Oh sure, I'm sure he did his best," and "It's me who is the matter, talking madder than the maddest hat." That was like literally just before that, but I digress.
Mm. Yeah,
From
it's
that
very
point
interesting.
onward, it's just repeating syllables, and it still manages to boggle the mind how many of those Finn actually slips in.
Yeah, personally, like I just love the lyrics of Fasto because I can just go back to them and just discover new things. Be it like foreshadowing or this sort of thing. Like it's really great, and which is why it's my favorite musical. And for example, I already told people because I found that to be the saddest fucking thing of the musical. Uh, During the song, what would I? No, it's not what would I do. It's what more can I say? Uh, you have Marvin actually talk about the fact that I can't even eat breakfast. I can't even tie my shoes. And it's a reference, first of all, to one of the first songs of in Trousers. So the first act, technically, of the whole Fasato trilogy.
Act to zero.
Yeah, basically, which honestly has very different music. And in there, it's a song called "How Marvin Takes His Breakfast." But it can also be a reference to the symptoms of AIDS, with the fact that you don't want to eat a lot because you don't have much of an appetite, and the fact that you are extremely weak physically and to the point where you can't even tie your shoelaces.
Yeah, yeah. And then on
So,
top of that,
yeah.
later on, Wizard's diagnosed with guess what? Oh no.
Yeah, and guess what? This song that he sang with those lyrics was a song that he sang in bed with Wizard naked.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so
Oh
it's kind of
no.
implied. It's kind of implied that yeah, he does have hate as well, and he might kill himself to avoid all the pain that Wizard went through. So
Well,
yeah, basically the show becomes even sadder.
yeah,
Like I don't know, I like that.
that's how it be
Also, the
being
show
a musical theater fan and
I
actually
know.
watching those shows.
Like what's interesting too is that they changed a lot of dialogues and a lot of lines from the original because I mean it was a musical from the 80s. So like, it's normal to change stuff because, mentality change. For example, in the song um you know, Marvin goes to the psychiatrist, you have a part where Mendel is like, "It's queer, Mr. Marvin, I'm sorry." And just Marvin is just like, "Oh, Jesus Christ." And because, it didn't age really well. And back then, Trina actually had a lot of lyrics talking about her suicidal thoughts.
Oh wonderful.
Yeah, like
Oh no.
she says that if you don't come here like as fast as possible, Trina will end up hanging from a chandelier or something like that. Like, wow. I'm glad they removed that.
This entire the entire process of looking at falsettos, you just look at every character and say, "Help them,
Please
please."
do, because Mendel cannot.
Mendel can't handle all of this. It's
Mendel
just
cannot
one
command
man.
everyone.
Like
He
I know he's a
cannot.
psychiatrist and that's like his job, but like they're too far
He
gone.
sucks at his job. He sucks at his job. And that's kind of the whole point with Mendel. Like he's meant to be seen as this messiah that is going to mend the pain of everyone because that's his
And then
his
he's
name,
just like,
Mendel.
everyone hates his parents. That's in the Torah.
Yeah, he sucks. Fucking terrible advice. And that's the point of his character is that he is probably one of the less mature character there.
I
He
mean,
is
the only
featuring.
mature character in the first act of Falsettos is Trina. Let's be real here.
Yeah, exactly. And she actually makes an entire song about that. And that what's interesting is that finally in the second act, that's where he actually puts on his big boy's pants and actually says one of the best lines in the entire thing, like, why won't we tell him that we don't have the answers? Life can be grim, life's not all about him,
Yeah.
and things rarely go according to
He
plan.
finally becomes a good psychiatrist. And like
Basically,
when it gets into the home stretch of the show,
and he doesn't even say it to the person who needs to hear it. He just says it to Trina. He doesn't say it to Jason. So I don't know. I find it super interesting, like to see how the characters really evolve, and they're really like people, you know. And
yeah.
that's why I really love them.
I
It's
think
just
a huge part of how that was able to be pulled off is that you'll notice that all of the musicals in Falsetto, including In Trousers, all of them have very small casts compared to a lot of other musicals.
Mhm. Yeah.
And even with a lot of shows that I'm writing, I keep on finding more and more that the cast size continues to diminish.
Mhm.
Like, for example, Living in Earnest, it's almost pretty much an ensemble piece to where there isn't an actual full ensemble. It's every character is named.
Mhm.
And then, other than the person playing Ernest, every actor also has a swing role.
Mm. Yeah, there's something that happens actually in Falsetto where the person playing um quick, I actually have to relook back. Uh it's one of those mission next door. There's Charlotte and then there is uh
Cordelia?
Cordelia, thank you. I knew it was started with a C, but I didn't remember. Yeah, Cordelia actually plays also, you know, the patient at some point, you know, during a day in Falsetto Land. You know, the one that is like, now that I have the promotion, can I stop sleeping with my boss? Yeah, she was playing this
Wonderful.
because hey.
Yeah, I really think I prefer shows where it's an ensemble piece to where you don't have a huge ensemble of characters. Like,
Maybe
don't
that's
get me
why
wrong, Les
Spark is.
Miserables is a really good show. So is Sweeney Todd. But I just really like the aesthetic of it, where you have a composer who has to essentially write parts for every singer in the cast if they want to have those lush choral moments.
Mm. Yeah, personally, I really like Star Kid for their musicals because it's just basically just ensembles with like maybe
Ensemble, yeah, ensemble arranged.
yeah, maybe there's like one or two people that have like important roles, but in general, it's like most people play
And then they
multiple roles.
also give a lot of the ensemble some of the best parts in the show.
Yeah. And we're thinking back to the guy who didn't like musicals, right?
I was thinking back to Twisted and that why is everyone in the Kingdom white line.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Same with the they chopped my dick off. That's another big one.
Yeah, it was great. The actually the guy who also who says, you know, chop my dick off, actually
Also
also
plays the genie, yeah.
yeah, he was playing the genie. I was about to say that, yeah.
I was like,
Like
who's that funny blue man?
I'm Batman. He just says random shit. And he
It's
was
just
able
movie references, yeah, that's it.
great.
Nothing else.
It's amazing.
That's
I
the
love it.
joke.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't know, absolutely adore him. Like all of his lines are fucking epic.
And then they
Like
took this random character that appeared from like maybe 30 seconds in the movie, made him the main antagonist. Like, yeah, I have an army and I'm going to whoop your ass.
I love that so much. But I was thinking the guy wouldn't like musicals because basically all the songs are sang by ensemble.
Yeah, that too. Mainly because it's like you can't do a musical where the entire point is that every single song is diegetic. And I think that's the most creative use of music in theater that
Mhm.
I've actually seen. Like, you can't adapt you can't adapt The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals into a straight play. because the music is integral to it.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
it's the
need
guy who didn't like musicals, and everyone's breaking out into musicals. Like,
yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Like, I mean, you could make it into a movie though, like
You could
a
adapt
really
it into a
zombie
movie. This is like
mhm.
one of the times when a movie adaptation is the only logical way to adapt it,
Yeah,
or like a TV special or something.
that would be really fun actually. I would love that. Like, you just have something like shot, like a normal ass movie, and then you just have randomly this diegetic kind of music, something. Like, it could be really fun with like all the camera angles and everything. Like, it's titillating my brain. It's great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man, I do think, hey Nebel, have you watched The Guy Who Wouldn't Like Musicals?
Yes, I have.
Nice. Your
What do you want, Paul?
It was good.
Oh my god, I love this. I love
Oh
What Do You Want,
God,
Paul?
don't say what the person singing that song wanted.
You're tempting me so much right now, Hayden.
No, this isn't me trying to tempt you. I'm just literally saying don't, because I know this is going to get us killed. YouTube is going to take us out back and shoot us.
I
What
love-
do you want, Paul?
I love the professor.
So, Paul, what is that one goal that drives you to do whatever you do? I don't think I have one of those. Then how is anybody supposed to sympathize with you,
I
Paul?
don't know, I want what anyone wants, like money, kids, I mean, someday maybe?
And
I
then
think
he's
my...
like, yes, I'm going to call my wife and tell her what I want. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say.
Maybe someday I'll remember.
You know what would be pretty funny if they actually adapted like Hicken's whole musical, just as a whole package.
Just make,
I would love
yeah,
that.
we could actually make Workin' Boys. That sounds fun.
That would be
I'd love-
funny.
So much. Bro, I would love that so much.
Look,
By the way,
showstop and number, if that's supposed to be the opening number of the show, there's potential. It's gonna hook people in.
Heck
yeah, I mean, it's the best freaking number. Though, my favorite line from Paul is, wait, it was during, the song, What Do You Want, Paul? And it's like,
He says, I want to go
Paul,
home.
now you know what it is to want. I want to go home.
Exactly.
That's my favorite
Yeah.
line.
That's the most of an I want song we get, because it's like, I think the way the musical is written, it explicitly has it to where when musical numbers would ask or require a certain trope song to occur, like for example the I want song, they replace it with a character trying to coax the I want song out of Paul, for example.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's really kind of the entire point of how the numbers are chosen and structured. Because otherwise it's just, oh yeah, number after number after number. It's not until you actually see the logic underneath of that that you can really appreciate it. Like, for example, La-Di Da-Di Day, or whatever the title is, that's supposed to be like the big cliche opening number
Yeah.
of a
And he's
Broadway
just like,
musical.
bro,
Despite the fact that
y'all
we
are
already
weird.
have one of
What
those
the
in the
fuck?
form of the title song.
Mhm.
And that leads into the whole just, for a while, the script is just, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
This is how you cope. That's his copium.
That's his coping mechanism. Just, okay.
And getting
Okay.
coffee as well.
Help.
He's trying to accept it verbally, so he can accept it emotionally, but he can't.
He cannot.
Guys,
He is
is there
broken.
like, is this like some kind of Canadian holiday about music? Okay, because I have seen people outside singing and dancing like they were in a musical. Like a flash mob. Yeah, I mean, what could have happened? Did you take like a video of it? No. You're fucking useless, Paul. You didn't invite me.
The latte hot
The latte hottie.
That's
she's
not the
known for
latte
then.
hot. That's the bitch who doesn't sing when I give her money. Well, fuck you.
Just fucking. By the way, I love the scene where Emma is talking about, her sister. Literally had me like I had tears in my eyes, genuinely.
Man.
Like this hit me so hard, and then it just went back to dick jokes.
That's Star Kid, baby.
Yeah, this thing hits you emotionally, and then it just freaking like Twisted is so
It's
good
like,
for that.
I'm going to ruin your emotional state, and then I'm going to bludgeon you over the head with poop jokes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I
Also,
mean,
the
that's
funny thing
Twisted.
about the guy who didn't like musicals is that technically all the musical numbers are horrifying because they're being possessed.
Exactly.
and
It's the one time you
taken
don't want to
over.
hear
Yeah.
singing in a musical.
Whenever you hear the music, you're like, oh god, damn it.
I mean, except for middle school productions, but that's beside the point.
Did you guys see, by the way, the post credit scene of the guy who didn't like musicals?
There's a post-credit scene to these. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, like everyone is bowing, and Emma is like, "Why is everyone bowing? What are you looking at? Who are you thinking?"
Well, okay, it wasn't really a post-credit scene. I think it was like
That's more
as the
just
credits
like
were
elaborate
rolling.
bows. I actually think those are really fun.
Yeah.
I say it's post credit because technically it happens after like the
After
the
the
title.
final number closes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it smoothly transitions into it, so I didn't click off.
Yeah, that's why. Like you have the title appearing again, and then it kind of fits to black. So like, and then you have the credits happening on here, and Emma freaking out, and
Yeah.
like everyone bowing. It was so funny.
Hehe.
Like they really kept it up. They kept up the whole thing. Like, I love it. And oh my god, there are people here. Like, it was so good. It was so good. Like Emma is just so freaked out.
Yeah. Okay, well, did you want to talk about Twisted?
I was about to say, Twisted is just like it's exactly that because it just wrecks you with so many numbers where Jafar just freaking like breaks your entire heart.
Yeah.
Like, bro, the scene where he's saying that he's going to win back his wife and everything, and that he doesn't believe in magic, but if my wife was able to believe in me, then maybe I'm pretty great in the end. Bro, I was crying so hard. And with my wife by my side, I'm genuinely crying actually right now because I'm remembering.
Sometimes
And
it be like that.
I remember.
Watch a video
It
about
was
Luca
so
today. They showed the final scene, and I just got like immediately, just the first few seconds, I was God fucking damn it, guys. Same with like the scene in Avatar where Zuko and Iroh reunite. Just you see a glimpse of it, and you just the emotions are just there.
Bro, the moment I see the final duet from Mori, I just cry right away.
I have numbed myself enough to it, but yeah,
still not
that's a
numb.
mood.
Still not numb here. Every time I watch it, every time. Like the thing is that I did not cry for the game, but then all my emotions just piled up for this moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm an emotional bitch, bro. At some
Yeah.
point, it gotta come out, and I mean, it comes out when I see the final duet. That's just how it is, man.
It comes out when you exit the closet.
It comes
Funny.
out. That's
Bottom
it.
text.
It comes.
Oh, wonderful. You just made my joke even more brief.
Yeah. It.
Come.
That too. T. Bottom text. That's it. TT.
Tips him.
TT. Why is it funny?
I don't know. Why is it funny?
Because titties. The T's. They're here. I wanna cry. I'm so tired. Everything's fine. It's
Is it
just
though?
tired brain hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes that's just how it is, bro. You're just tired brain hour. But yeah, I don't know. Stargate just has. I mean, bro, like, I still have to watch though. I mean, I need to watch their Harry Potter musicals, by the way. But I also need to watch.
Yeah, I
Dick and I.
rewatched them.
My Dick and I. You guys need to watch it too.
Well, what?
It's the story of a young man and his dick.
Uh,
That's it.
It's a thing that exists. It was their second ever musical.
Dick
Yep.
Gumshoe?
Why it exists? I don't know. No, it's literally
Dick.
a penis.
Well,
Yep.
I don't know.
A man going to the wonderful world of sex with his penis.
Huh. Well,
I'm going to lose my mind. You know that, right?
I haven't watched it yet.
let's big freaking
One of
lose
these
it.
days, I'm going to snap. Anyway, there's like
God
4
damn it.
minutes left. I'm gonna go grab something to eat.
Sure.
Damn. Yeah, tomorrow I'm actually gonna go back to, because I did a small break in like my
Tomorrow we got B early.
diet. Yeah. At what time?
It wasn't specified. Gracia just said early.
I met
Ah.
early. I thought it was going to be just the regular noon.
And I was like, probably early, honestly. I work at 5, meaning I leave around 4.
Huh. So I don't know what that means.
4
I mean, I'm not expecting to
PM
take the session to take until.
EST. No, wait.
I'm not expecting.
4 AM?
I can't speak today. I'm not expecting the session to last 3 hours, so.
I mean,
Yeah.
no one expected the session for school to last 3 hours, but here we are.
What do you mean nobody expected that? The sessions in school last for like 7 hours sometimes.
No, not
Or
7. That's
5.
5.
Maybe
Oh.
5.
Almost it was 5. It's between like 2 hours.
Oh, there
and
was a
5
session
hours.
of B that actually went on for 7 hours, though.
Yeah, but
That was
nowadays,
mine.
nowadays the B sessions are
No?
going fairly slow. The
I think it
final
was mine.
the final session of the vampire arc took 7 hours.
Yeah, that was
it
7
just
hours.
split
Okay.
into
Yours was
2
only like
parts.
5.5, if I remember correctly.
Okay, cool. I say that because do you guys know that my first ever session of D&D actually lasted 14 hours?
damn.
Holy shit!
We did an
The
entire
average
one
Lich
shot.
session, when everything's compiled, is about maybe 3 hours long.
Dang.
I think maybe one
Pussy.
of the longest D&D sessions I've had was probably SOAT. That went on for like 8 hours.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that one exists. Right. That was an entire third of your day.
Yeah. Man, I tell you guys, one day I would love to like just do a 24-hour stream of D&D.
That'd
It
be
would
cool.
be funny.
I would love to DM that because I mean I already showed that I was able to do that for 14 hours. I'd be able to do that totally.
I'd actually like to have it to where it's basic. It's just gonna become an endurance challenge, yeah, between
Yeah.
the players, the DM, everybody.
Yeah.
And the idea, Meat Grinder, Tomb of Horrors, just have a bunch of level 1 characters ready. That's the one I would choose. Because, like, if you're able to just go back to the start every time, and, you know, in this case, I'm going to allow metagaming, as in, like, not actually looking at the manual, but, like,
I don't know.
carrying
I
knowledge over, I'm okay with. Because, like, the entire point of the Tomb of Horrors is that you're not supposed to play it as a character, you're supposed to play it as a player.
Well, the last time we played Tomb of Horrors,
That one
I
was
don't know
just
if
God.
yeah, despite the system, even just like how far we came, I don't think I like the way the puzzles work. I don't know.
The entire point is that it's supposed to be an asshole move.
Yeah. If I'm going to play something for 24 hours, I want it to be at least a little enjoyable, even if it's total whack.
Fair enough.
But yeah, we might
man.
also do it for charity. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Charity. Oh,
The only problem is, I
charity.
literally have no way of getting donations, so what would even be the point?
I think Gracia mentioned that her dad does
Yeah, her dad
stuff like
does
that, so
Yeah.
we can get stuff there.
Mm-hmm. That'd be funny. Yeah,
So,
I
One
would
of her
really
parental
enjoy
figures
that.
does.
What if school 24 hours?
That sounds like hell.
No, we're trapped in school for 24 hours.
Help! We're trapped in school.
And I mean-
I'm stuck being a bunny girl for the next entire day. Oh no!
If we're gonna do this, it has to be not a school day, and also maybe not even the weekend. Just like the holidays,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
And we don't
Actually-
want.
Oh.
I mean, we want
What
school,
if
but also
we did that and like? I'd be okay with doing that sometime in June.
That'd be funny. Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. Can do that. Yeah, we'll have to
I mean,
see,
as long as
like,
I'm not working, I can fuck up my sleep schedule as much as I want.
Yeah.
honestly, same here. So yeah, that's great. I would
Because
totally
like, it's
do
kind of unfortunate that I can't fuck it up to the point where it was like before I started working at Dairy Queen, where I was straight up staying up until 4 a.m. working on Barabantai.
that. Mm.
Even though those were like my glory days of writing, but I digress. Anyway, I'm gonna actually grab something to eat now.
Yeah, it is time to hippity hop out of here, I would say.
Yeah.
Good Hopcast.
Uh,
There he goes.
So
Okay,
bye,
let's
guys.
have a fade out where it's like, cut off screaming. There we go.
Okay, cool.
Oh no, wait, I pressed the recording button. Okay.
Okay.
Wrong button.